Hi Taurus, so welcome to your February reading, and I'm just gonna focus more in love right now, so because it's, so I might be going a little bit extended on what I see. So I'm gonna do a Celtic cross, and we're gonna see what's going on with you guys for the month of February. So in love, I'm going to see what is the present coming here. Oop, this card is your present. Ooh. All right. This is your present. I think you pretty enjoying the fruits of your labor. You feeling okay with yourself. This is your near past. The near future. I mean, the recent past. Now your near future. We're going for your challenge. What is the challenge here, if there's any? Challenge. What is the challenge for Taurus? So let's see, what is it? I feel like it's this one. Yeah, definitely. Now, what is the root? Okay, I got it. So I wish you could see this, but all right. Now we're going to go to what are the probabilities of happening something in the relationship. So we have here, and then what we have of how this energy, what is that, how you feel about yourself. All right. Wow, this is a little what influences in that wheel of fortune? What is the influences in? Okay, good. Influences, we'll go there. Hopes and fears, and I got, okay, I got 2 cards, 3 cards. Very interesting, and I need to go there. And the final outcome. All right. Okay, so here we go. We're looking at, so for my Taurus, let's see what we have here. First of all, the main root of everything, where all the actions are gonna come, is a 2. It's someone just not being able to decide, being very indecisive. Like, should I walk away or should I go in? Should I just stick with my intuition and like, I just want to be alone? Like, I'm okay with this, right? Because your present is like, as you are right now, you're feeling like, okay, I'm alone, but I'm independent. I'm free. I do whatever I want. So this is pretty much kind of like, I was just gonna say, I have the astrological aspects and what's going on this month. So I'm just throwing everything. Oh my gosh. So for me, this represents your desires. As Venus comes in Aquarius, at least the first, let me see, the first 2 weeks. We have Aquarius in the picture, Mercury, Sun, and Venus in Aquarius, which has to be with reasoning, the will, self-control, and the desired nature. So this is you. That's your desired nature. Probably you okay with the way you are right now. Maybe you just, or you or the other person, because this is like for single or couples, and I think someone just feels like okay with it. And in the recent past, someone is just like, oh, I'm bored of what could happen. Even in my relationship, it's like something is just not working properly. That's how you're feeling. Like, it's just like, it used to be good, but now it's like decaying. Like in terms to what the other person has to offer, or you feeling like you have nothing else more to offer. Like, it's like the relationship is not moving forward to something, you know, more exciting in the recent past. So it's like, you're like, no, so you know what, let's stay, you know, single and mingle. But one of the challenges, I guess, is, you know, being the challenges is like being stuck maybe right now in a relationship. And I it does make sense, because you're being indecisive, and maybe you deciding to stick with the person you've been seeing, or you with, or it could be a Cancer, a Libra, a Virgo, a Taurus like you, but, or like a Sagittarius. I see things and changes going on for you, Taurus, in the near future. But for now, it's like you feeling, I'm okay the way I am right now. Like, and I can just jump to another relationship, jump to meet someone else. Like, I'm okay. I don't see you willing to stick with anybody for real at this point. I think you are okay the way you are, or the other person, but I feel like it's more you, because this represents you. This is a Virgo card, but I see you, you know, it's an earth sign. You're an earth sign, so it's your nature, your desire, right? We have pretty much Venus the entire month going into, at least into Aquarius the first 2 weeks, and then it going into Pisces. But it has to be with your psychic, right? Pisces has to be with your psychic, with your dreams, with all your faith and sacrifices that you probably made already, or you're going to make, right? And Aquarius, the first 2 weeks, Mercury, Sun, and Venus in Aquarius is kind of like giving you this sense of desire, reason, and will, but it comes to your relatedness and selflessness, like how you interconnect things and events, and how you connect with it, and even people, right? But it's like the first 2 weeks you might feel a little bit more given, right? But at the same time, you're like, well, but I'm okay the way I am. So you are ready just to not stay, you know, stay in one place, stay with one person in a relationship. I think you still debating, and like, okay, or someone is debating, like, should I move in? Should I move out? Yes, no, with the same person, what's going on? And then you can stick around with the same person. Like, I feel like I need to be more free, go out, single, mingle, or even if you are with someone already, I feel like you're bored. It might be either way, right? Or the other person feels this way with you. But seriously, it's like nobody is waiting for, like, there's something or someone not waiting for something to happen. They just like, I'm taking actions. I am going for what I want. And what is that you want? What is your desires? I mean, and as I said, we have these 3 planets, very important, and Venus coming here the first 2 weeks into your selflessness and relatedness, and how you connect with things or events, and how they connected to each other. And then February 14 to the end, then we have the same planets, Mercury and Venus specifically, in Pisces. So is your intuition, your dream, your psychic ability, and your faith, right, in love, and the material prosperity, and everything that has to be with reasoning, how you reasoning about this things, right? Especially in love and what you desire. So in the near future, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, which is something that is going to come up without you kind of like expected, not unexpected, but kind of expected. But still is not going to, you know, you're not going to expect exactly when it's going to happen, obviously. But It's kind of like when it happens to you and hits you, you're going to be like, okay, I knew this was coming, you know? So it's kind of like reminding you of whatever you haven't sacrificed, haven't put yourself into any type of sacrifice to do something, or that you need to put effort, right? To make the changes, to make things to work into what you want and desire in relationships. So that's basically what it is. There's coming, changes are coming slowly in terms to your relationship with a person or with anybody's coming in, because you see yourself being in the 10 of Cups, like you not feeling, you're feeling okay the way you are, or things like, you know, you're totally single, the other person is single, feeling like, okay, I'm okay the way I am. It's like there's deeply connection between you two. It's like I feel like you are moving here and there, or is you or the other person like, I'm just gonna move, like I am not deciding exactly to stick with this person, all right? Or is you or the other person. So the Wheel of Fortune is coming here and reminding you, you know what, you're not putting enough effort probably, and things are moving slowly, and you just not feeling fulfilled completely in love and your family, and how you see things about love, and you know, things are not coming out the way you want it. So you coming to this self-realization, especially when it comes, you know, Mercury, right? Mercury, and how you relate the things happening at this point in your life, and in love, you know, what you really desire. So you're like, what is that I really desire? What is this influencing in this Wheel of Fortune here? Look at this, new love. You want something that is beautiful, something that is new, something that will make these changes happen. So maybe you're going to meet someone, or you're going to feel this with someone else. So I'm not saying cheating or nothing. So this is for single or couple. So maybe you're trying to make this love with the person you are with to start over again. So you want to make this work, you make this love to be reborn again and make things work. But despite that, what are your hopes and fears? Look, is the Nine of Cups in reverse. And this is telling me, which is accompanied by all this cards came up with it. So I need to talk about this, because this is kind of a little extended for you guys. This is Taurus. So your hopes and fears, I think you're really pretty much hoping and fearing about betrayal. Everything that has to be with not feeling positivism, or feel like someone in your life tries to control your life. With the Emperor, I feel like you want to find someone that makes you feel free. Even though you're in a relationship, you want to feel this new love, or eternal love, or whatever you put it, but you want to be with the Emperor, but you fear that this person might go too authoritarian, too controlling, too rigid in your life, because this is reversed, right? So it's like not feeling completely fulfilled. Or even if you with this type of person right now, it's like something is not making you feel completely 100% happy. Maybe it has to be with authority, maybe conflicts in authority, something that makes you feel like I can't deal with this anymore, or you feeling fears of it, and you know, and looking only at the things that are negative, and you're giving the back to the positive things. So you kind of like fearing, and you know, and obviously the hopes will be, I don't want this to happen. I want to go this. I want that this might work, that this might look perfect at the end. And then your hopes is like this is turning this, and this is happy family, right? So those are your hopes, obviously. But this is showing me more like your fears. And your hopes, obviously, is the opposite. So it's more about your fears. And I think your fears are taking over pretty much into your relationships at this point. But this is something new coming into your life. Maybe this feeling or energy of this person, or you or the other person trying to make things work out. And obviously you're like, well, I'm ready to make this work, because the outcome is the Empress. And this pretty much can say that it's you or the other person, whoever you're dealing with. And it does represent Venus, obviously. So for you, Taurus, you are rhymed by Venus. And Venus is coming in around. Of course, Venus is going to be in Aquarius and Pisces, not in Taurus. But still, you get this influence when Venus is around. And you're definitely going to be seeing things, realizing things. Everything that has to be with your desire. And does what you desire. You desire this. And maybe the other person, too, is going to be influenced by Venus. And having this Venus in Aquarius and Venus in Pisces is like about dreams and desires and how you relate with each other. So this is like a self-realization, right, of things for you guys. So in the outcome, I see is like, you know what, we going for it. We're not waiting. We're going to take actions. You and this person, maybe you're going to go ahead and try to make this work and get all the abundance in the relationship. Feel like you guys can make it through. So that's what I see. Even though I see like, oh, I feel some, you know, boredom on here, some type of indecisions, which are the main thing why you guys are passing through all this stuff, right? So, but you see, but what we see at the end is kind of like, feel like this energy, someone is, how would you call this word, is just not trying to fight or try to win the battle or trying to prove a point at all costs. Is like someone is just sorry, I always have trouble every time I move, like someone texts me. So this card is more as a surrender card, right? Like you are giving up that control in a certain way to try to make things work out. And you see what is important. I'm just going to keep this here. And look, we have the World, we have the Queen of Cups, and we have this card. I wish I could just show you exactly what I see here, but it's a whole bunch of cards. But this is a very important thing here, because it's telling you the end of what the energy will be. And it's like, I'm surrendering, or it's you or your partner surrendering and saying, you know what, we are not fighting against each other. We're not gonna be in this situation where we're gonna be crying and feeling betrayed and being authoritarian and trying to take control and being a little bit rigid just because of our desires, right? Or they are not truly satisfying, right? So you guys going for this, where someone is surrendering and saying, I give up, like I surrender that control, and you on your partner, I guess you guys going to try to make this work seriously. Because look what I see here. So I'm gonna leave it here. We have the World, the Queens of Cups, which is that influence in here, right? Look at the Ace of Cups and the Queens of Cups. What it's telling you, there is the changing, a new cycle coming in. When someone is coming in, and someone new, probably the same person you're with, or someone new, right? Probably a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Remember, there's Venus in Pisces and Venus in Aquarius. And then we have this energy, the energy of someone who it's willing to fight for this love. Someone who is willing to say, I got hurt in the battle. You might be a little bit defensive, but it might be because you kind of felt a bit that you needed to feel stronger, right? So it's just like I need to feel a little stronger. So this energy, but we don't need this energy anymore neither. We have to realize that we don't need that energy, and surrendering power is where it's making this work for you guys. Okay, Taurus, so we're going 20 minutes. I hope I help you in any way, so you could have seen a little bit more clear the situation and what's going on here. So a great thing is you're moving through, trying to initiate new love, which is going to influence here, maybe new love coming into your life, or maybe a reborn, something new going in your relationship, because you guys are moving towards fixing this in a different way. Anyway, my Taurus, I want to wish you a great February and happy Valentine's. Much love and much light, and I'll see you in the mid-month. Ciao.